Please stand and remove your hats for our national anthem. Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be given by Rabbi Isabel DeKonig.
Class of 2021, you have traveled quite a journey together. You have completed untold number of problem sets, mastered multiple programming languages, mined data, and imagined elegant, bold, and simple solutions to pressing challenges. You have conquered campus life and co-op jobs. You have mastered Zoom and transcended the loneliness of the pandemic. Finally, today, we have arrived to celebrate your graduation. And so, with hearts overflowing, we give thanks for you, our graduates, for your families and friends, for our faculty, staff, and administrators, each person here on this stage, watching this ceremony at home, and so many others we can call to mind today, has served to nurture, sustain, support, challenge, inspire, and uplift you on this journey. And by the merit of that devotion, we are able to celebrate this joyous graduation today. We ask the source of blessing to bless our graduates as they go forward into a world rife with challenges and ripe with possibilities. May you go from Drexel with eyes filled with wonder and hearts filled with courage and compassion, ready to explore the world as it is and inspired to help transform it into the world it might yet be. May the lessons you have learned and the tools you have developed here at Drexel serve to propel you forward, and may the relationships that have sustained you here on campus continue to sustain you as you go out to build and design, explore, understand, and innovate. May you each find roles that allow you to offer the world your greatest professional gifts, and may the work of your hands and hearts be ever in the service of community and humanity. May every day from this day forward offer you pathways for continued learning, growth, and service. May bold vision, wise counsel, and generosity of spirit guide your way. And wherever your path leads you, may each of you always be accompanied by great light, laughter, and love. Be who you are, dear graduates. May you be blessed in all that you are and all that you will become. Congratulations to the class of 2021. May this moment carry you forward from strength to strength.
Please be seated. Please welcome President John Fry.
Thank you, Rabbi Isabel, and welcome, everyone. This is such a great day, and we are all so deeply fortunate. We are fortunate to gather together and virtually at the College of Computing and Informatics, the fastest growing college at Drexel. We are fortunate to be successfully emerging from a challenging time for our university and for all communities. And most of all, we are fortunate to be able to celebrate the members of this outstanding class that will graduate today. So on this day of celebration and joy, let me be the first to say congratulations to the amazing class of 2021. We are so very proud of your accomplishments and wish you the best of success as you join thousands of other proud Drexel alumni. I hope you savor this milestone in your academic career and in your life's journey. You deserve all the accolades and more. This class has pushed the boundaries of academic and research excellence and set new standards for civic engagement. And if the past year has taught us anything, it's that you are resilient. You've learned already that you are entering into a complex and challenging world. And more than ever, it is a world that desperately needs you. It needs the many contributions you will make in your places of work and in your communities. You hold in your hands the long-term health, equity, and prosperity of our society. How you make use of the knowledge you have worked so hard to acquire will help determine our collective future. It has been said wisely that the success of our society and our democracy rests upon our willingness to think of each other and not only ourselves. My hope is that you will embrace this principle, that you will step up in your communities, that you will take on the solemn responsibility of leadership. Knowing this class of 2021, I have no doubt that we can look ahead with confidence and contemplate the truly exciting and deeply necessary ways in which you will contribute. Our university is a profoundly better place because of your efforts. Our capacity for knowledge, for innovation, and for service to others is so much greater thanks to each of you. And that is what we celebrate at Commencement. I also want to extend a warm welcome to our Commencement speaker, Det Anson. Det is a serial entrepreneur and a trailblazer in the field of app development for iOS and Android platforms. And he is the owner of Brick Simple, LLC, a software development studio with offices in Doylestown and Philadelphia. I know Det has many insights to share with all of you. So let me close by saying this to our graduates. All of us at Drexel look forward to hearing about your future successes in scholarship, in your professions, and in how you serve others. I want you to know also that all of us at Drexel University hold you in our hearts. Once again, congratulations on your graduation. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce my colleague, Yi Deng, Dean, and the Isaac L. Auerbach Professor of the College of Computing and Informatics.
On behalf of the College of Computing and Informatics faculty and professional staff, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2021. You have made it to the finish line of this academic journey while persevering through one of the greatest global challenges in modern history. Today is a celebration not just of your academic accomplishments, but also of your incredible resilience and determination. We know that Drexel can be fast-paced and challenging in any normal given year, but this year was anything but business as usual. The switch to the all remote learning due to the COVID-19 pandemic was swift and abrupt. You had to adapt quickly, including juggling remote coursework, group projects, research projects, senior design, and capstones, as well as virtual co-ops. You rose above the profound challenges that this past year presented, and you kept moving forward, never losing sight of your goal. The lessons and the skills developed through this experience are the same ones you can tap into throughout your career. The pandemic has no doubt accelerated the changes to our economy, requiring government, companies, and organizations to pivot to survive. Technology is driving transformative advancements in almost every industry, especially healthcare, and most importantly, is keeping us connected even while apart. We're meeting this transformation head-on and positioning our college at the forefront of generating the 21st century tech talent. In providing you a market-responsive education, we have prepared you for remarkable and fulfilling careers in the areas of highest industry demand. But the recipe for your future success is far more than your education. As you leave Drexel and begin a new, exciting chapter, I would like to offer you a piece of advice. Never lose your drive to learn. No matter which path you take, cultivating a curious, beginner's mindset means you are always seeking out ways to improve processes, solve problems, and understand societal needs, while remaining at the cutting edge. This may require you to keep pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. As former IBM CEO Ginni Rometty once said, growth and comfort do not coexist. I have full confidence in you and your ability to keep growing and pursuing your career goals, no matter the obstacles that you may face. During today's ceremony, I'm honored to share the stage with your class of 2021 student speaker, Blessing Adogame, while pursuing her degree in information systems. Blessing has also dedicated her time and passion to increase the number of women working in technology. She served as a senior Dean's Ambassador and an active member of the Women in Computing Society and the National Society of Black Engineers. Ms. Adogame followed her interest in personal branding and digital media to co-found Students of LinkedIn, a campaign to help students better take advantage of the LinkedIn networking platform. It is also my distinguished privilege to share this digital stage with today's commencement speaker, Dad Anson. Mr. Anson has been an entrepreneur and a leader in technology for over 35 years. And after earning her degree in electrical engineering from Drexel, Mr. Anson went on to found his own software development studio, Brick Simple LLC, which specializes in cutting-edge mobile, virtual reality, and augmented reality applications. He's an expert and conference speaker on emerging technologies including VR, AR, XR, IoT, AI, and blockchain. Since 2018, he has served as the chair of the CCI Dean's Executive Advisory Council and has been a familiar presence and a driving force on campus, lending his time, expertise, resources, and leadership to support our college and our students. In closing, please know that our university, our college, our faculty, and professional staff will always be here for you. I encourage you to stay connected and take advantage of the Drexel community and our vast network of alumni in your future pursuits. I wish you the best in your career journey and in pursuit of success and fulfillment. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce Blessing Adogame. Blessing will address us on behalf of the graduating class of 2021.
Good morning, President Fry, Dean Deng, our distinguished speaker, Det Anson, faculty, professional staff, and fellow members of the class of 2021. It is a great joy and honor to be standing here today addressing this class. My name is Blessing Adogame, and given my life experiences, change could be my middle name. Being born in Nigeria and growing up in Germany and Scotland challenged me in so many different ways. At a young age, I wasn't able to fully understand why I had to go through so many changes in my life. In 2015, I moved from Scotland to the United States in my senior year of high school. And as you may imagine, that was an explosive experience for me. The transition meant a continuation of all I had experienced in my life so far. More change. Coming to Drexel for me was another significant change, and that may be the story for many of us graduating here today. Despite the changes Drexel brought, I strongly believe that it has not only changed us for the better, but that it has provided an opportunity for every single one of us to impact change right here on campus. In one of my first interactions with my mentor, Angela Harris, she shared a quote with me. Be the change that you wish to see in this world. And since that day, it became my motivation to see every challenge as an opportunity to grow and change the world for the better. As a proud Nigerian woman anticipating the world of technology, it was Angela that taught me that in order to create change, we must be bold enough to take a seat, yet humble to leave a seat. One of the most defining moments at Drexel CCI was at the end of my freshman year. I had just switched my majors from computer science to software engineering, and then finally to information systems. These changes were not random, but as a result of much reflection, I found that there was a gender and diversity gap that I wanted to point out, address, and most importantly, change. So I wrote a LinkedIn post about the challenges I had faced and emailed it to all of the female faculty members at CCI in hopes that I could initiate a program to help grow the number of women students across the college. Discovering this avenue that needed change began my journey of planning with my co-founders, Sanobar and Saba, and collaborating with Dean Deng to start the Fresh Women Cohort Program. The rest, as you all know, is history. That very decision to be the change and the support from CCI sparked a fire in me that has sustained me until now. It created a domino effect that has allowed me to gain professional experiences at companies like Google, Microsoft, and Morgan Stanley. It gave me the courage to initiate Students of LinkedIn, an online movement that has a following of over 8,000 people worldwide. It empowered me to build a personal brand that shattered ceilings through the stories I shared and experiences that I've been through. Most importantly, it propelled me into living a boundless life. Now, I know our senior year didn't turn out quite like we might have expected it to. We didn't get a chance to say goodbye to some of our friends and favorite faculty members. We didn't get to fully embrace the new CCI building. And for many of us, well, we didn't get to meet our senior design team members in person. With all that we didn't get to do, I hope that you still remember all the things that you have done in the past 4 to 5 years. Ultimately, how we have overcome barriers and been carriers of change. You see, Change is inevitable. We have seen these through the standard 10-week quarters, co-ops every 6 months, and no summer breaks after our first year. If there's one thing that I've learned from the pandemic is that we have to keep reinventing ourselves because the world can change in an instant. I also encourage us to not forget the change that happens within us, because with every change and challenge we face, we have a choice to make. And it's these choices that will determine our growth, because there are no limits to what we can accomplish except the limits that we place on our own thinking. Now, we didn't have it all figured out as freshmen, and we might not have it all figured out now. And as much as it may look like your peers have it all together, know that despite your envy, you are also strong, prosperous, and moving at a pace of grace. Being able to adapt as a class shows that we can handle any challenge and all changes that we face in life. It's these things that we have seen, been a part of, and even sometimes created that will inspire us to build the next innovative product, system, or service. Class of 2021, the world belongs to those who embrace change and are adaptable, and we are well positioned to take on that world. Never forget that. All the success and accomplishments would not have been possible without the help from God and my community. I thank God because none of this would have been possible without him. My family for encouraging and supporting me throughout this journey. My friends and classmates like Ledo, Sanobar, Saba, and Josh for the fun experiences that kept me sane. My mentors like Angela Harris, sponsors at my various internships, and faculty members like Dr. Heverin and Dr. Rogers, and CCI as a whole for believing in me, pushing me, and giving me opportunities that I didn't even know I needed. To everyone else that has made an impact in my journey here, please accept my sincere gratitude. Individually and collectively, our class has chosen to be unstoppable. And today, it's with great honor that I get to celebrate this milestone with you. Congratulations, CCI class of 2021. The world awaits us.
Thank you for your remarks, and congratulations on your graduation. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Karen Devos.
We want to acknowledge those students who have received special recognition from the university. In the spirit of honoring exceptional academic achievement, we wish to recognize our undergraduate students who completed their degree with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. I would like to congratulate Bramnor Singh Shala, Gerald Carson, Hunter Scott Heidenreich, Savanji Nagar, Raj B. Patel on this accomplishment. Congratulations. I would like to recognize those undergraduate students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement at Drexel as reflected in outstanding final grade point averages. Students who graduate with a GPA between 3.5 and 3.7 are designated as cum laude or with honor. Will cum laude graduates please give yourself a round of applause at home? Those graduating with a GPA between 3.7 and 3.9 are designated as magna cum laude or with outstanding honor. Will our magna cum laude graduates please give yourself a round of applause at home? Students graduating with a GPA of 3.9 or higher are designated summa cum laude or with highest honor. Will our summa cum laude graduates please give yourself a round of applause at home? Congratulations to you all. The Outstanding Remote Course Facilitator Award is presented by the Graduate College to graduate students who who served as remote course facilitators, providing assistance to faculty members teaching in a fully remote or hybrid course, and who went above and beyond, ensuring that students were engaged, technology was functioning properly, and digital content was readily accessible. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Shikrant Malvinia, MS in Information Systems.
It is now my pleasure to invite Dad Anson to address the class of 2021. Students, faculty, members of the administration, and distinguished alumni, it is an honor and privilege to be addressing the CCI graduating class of 2021. There is a tendency of our elders to tell us how much harder it was back in their day. We've been told the challenges were greater and life was more difficult. Naturally, they walked to school uphill, both ways, and sometimes in snow over their heads. Generation to generation, somehow the younger generation has always been accused of being made of so-called softer stuff. As a Drexel graduate who sat where you're sitting right now, more than 25 years ago, back in 1995, I can tell you that we did not face the challenges that you have overcome or what lies ahead. Our lives were simpler, our world was smaller, our education was not disrupted by a pandemic, we did not endure the isolation from friends, family, and loved ones, while concurrently dealing with matters of racial injustice, civil unrest. We did not face the same distractions, anxieties, and uncertainties. In some respects, you've already triumphed over so much. While all of this in the world was going on, there were still assignments due, projects to be completed, exams to take. When faced with so much uncertainty and challenges that no one could have planned for, CCI students and faculty found ways forward. Together, you discovered how to work apart, work online, and work virtually. When the stresses of the world could have been overwhelming, you discovered the strength to press on forward and succeed regardless of what life and the world threw at you. Drexel is the kind of place where you get the experience that prepares you for the world. With what you all have been through, please consider yourself prepared for anything. In fact, you are ready for anything. Having witnessed the resilience of the Drexel community, together, we all celebrate your accomplishments, what you've achieved by being here today, and the future that you will build for all of us. Your Drexel CCI experience, specifically this Drexel CCI experience, has prepared you for the world ahead in ways that you may not fully yet appreciate. At Drexel, the technology skills that you developed are only part of the story. Those academic achievements are only part of the story. You've built a foundation that will serve you well in the field of computing, software information systems. More importantly, your experience has prepared you to learn new technologies as the world itself is changing. Spoiler alert, you are going to change the world. Now, this is not a declaration made out of Drexel pride or bombastic attempt to inspire. It is the reality of a global economy that is dependent upon the skills that you developed here at CCI and the experience that you will build with those skills. The world runs on what we do here. The so-called nerds have inherited the earth. You have both the power and responsibility to make this world a better place. Artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, blockchain, cryptocurrency, NFTs, cybersecurity. This is every day of 2021. There's almost nothing in the world that happens without what you've learned here at Drexel CCI.
Information technology is fueling a revolution that is changing how everyone works. We are on the precipice of the next industrial revolution. Sure, autonomous cars will remain elusive, but big data, deep learning, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things are already revolutionizing work. We've reached a milestone where cryptocurrency and cryptocurrencies are now viewed as legitimate investment vehicles by the markets and some of the biggest banks in the world. NFTs of digital art sell for millions of dollars. Digital goods are now being treated as valued assets. That time that you spent playing Minecraft or Fortnite was not wasted. You're participating in the next economy, this digital economy. From a technology perspective, you're all now living the dreams that we had back in the 90s. When I entered the workforce in 1995, we had the internet, but many companies just had one email address, abccompany@aol.com. Many didn't even have websites. It was a less connected world. Now, the academic research of the 90s is in everyone's pocket. Refrigerator, coffee machine. Even the most dystopian cyberpunk fictional elements of the 90s, like ransomware and large-scale nation-state hacks, are part of daily life in 2021. What's next? Imagine what your world will look like in 25 years. What will you do to change it? Think about what you might develop. You may create the next great startup. You may get elected to Congress. Hey, you may end up doing both. Today is just the starting point. It's the beginning. This is your opportunity to create, build, and continue to move computing and, in turn, the world forward. It is truly epic because the work that you will do can touch and impact every part of our society. Yep, you've chosen a career path where you'll always be in demand, you'll always be able to make very good money, and you'll always be able to find a job. But as someone who graduated from Drexel University to build companies and amazing teams of people, I lived that experience, but also learned about the greater responsibility that we all have to do more, that we all have to lead. Our dreams, our vision for the future do not need to be simply constrained to the latest high-tech gadget, application, or AI. I'm asking you to think bigger than the code that you're writing or the system that you're architecting. I'm calling upon you to use these skills to take on the big challenges, the global challenges that we must face together. In software, there's something we call technical debt. It's the shortcuts and easy decisions made by the developers that worked on the code before. But with our world, we're dealing with decisions of our forebears. And sometimes, like in code, you have to refactor and rebuild. And we have that opportunity. From global warming to social justice and inclusivity, you all have the ability to lead, doing both the small things and the big things to make the world better, to change the world. With history as our guide, we know that if we don't change the world, someone else will change it for us, and we need to take the lead to change it and make it better. It's truly harder to imagine a graduating class better prepared to do this, because you've already been asked to invent and innovate through one of the most difficult periods in the history of the world. Drexel's always produced graduates that can get the job done. The new normal that we face has yet to be defined. Let's get to work. Thank you and congratulations.
On behalf of everyone at the College of Computing and Informatics, I thank you. Let's have one more round of applause for all of our graduates. In this ceremony, we have paid tributes to the graduating class of 2021. Now, it is the graduate's turn to salute those who have helped them along the way, family members and loved ones, as well as faculty and administration. We would like to take a moment to recognize all of the parents, spouses, partners, children, and loved ones of our graduates to please stand so that they may receive the thanks they so richly deserve. From all of us, thank you. We're also excited to continue graduation activities on Friday, June 11th, with the university-wide commencement at the Citizens Bank Park beginning at 7:30 p.m., where all degrees will be formally conferred. Once again, congratulations, graduates. Please continue watching for individual recognition of graduates.
Doctoral degrees. Hoda Al-Mimoni, Kimberly Hemmings-Jarrett, Swathi Jagannath, Pavan Kanath Jaru, Min Chul Kim, Kai Lee, Bo Song. Master's degrees. New Alicia, Yigit John Aparslan, Saeed Al-Shmarani, Madhu Anumala, Sabhashini Arun Chalam, Sravya Atluri, Gregory Barish, Jeffrey Braga, Patrick Brinich, Louis Canalongo, Colleen Cannon, John Carter, Aditya Pradeep Chadhari, Harishan Cruz, Ajabe Dahansi, Miriam Danili, Nishit Day, Adharva Rajesh Deshpande, Richard Foston, Brandon Feldman, Kenneth Fox, Matthew Goodman, David Grethline, Safat Hassan, Joseph Thomas Hines III, Justin Kellett, Danny Lee, Chia Ching Lin, Guanxing Mao, Elizabeth McLaughlin, Manikishore Medam, Pooja Nanda, Mohil Malin Palav, Srijan Pandi, Aishwarya Patil, Jeffrey Pennington, Franco Pedagroso, Michael Reinhardt, Casey Rogers, Shashanth Reddy Sangananganari, Mitali Sanwal, Shyam Senthil Nathan, Jichu Ta, Tao Tang, Sri Ru Wang, Angela Wei, Paul Wright, Kelvin Shu, Yizhang Shu, Sheiwan Yun, Shuming Zhang, John Zlotek, Justin Zortia, Sayed Talmiz Ahmed, Saleh Al-Meni, Smith Amornsansuk, Sumit Anand, Suresh Anthanti, Sadharshan Rao B, Nandini Balakrishnan, Madhu Bandru, Spandana Bendi, Jennifer Bowencheck, Varun Kumar Buragala, Hari Bugidi, Elizabeth Campbell, Abhinav Chaudhary, Chinduri Devasagayam, Dilapan Dushendran, Gustavo Ferreira, Thane Mabry Fonseca, Lorianne Angeli Fulshner, Jay Shankar Harshit Gedam, Jevan Reddy Guretti, Tej Gadapu, Harshita Gadad, Rameshwar Gupta, Srinivash Gurumayam, Richard Hong, Manasa Jagadesh, Ashla Jain, Avani Jain, Himanshu Jat, Pradeep Kumar Kankapati, Shajihar Karikati Srivavapa, Joan Kibara, Hari Prasad Kotapili, Abhishek Kumar, Karthik Reddy Kuna, Divya Lakshmi Narayana, Yan Lee, Lawrence Love, Sabernath Madanieni, Jingsi Mardanov, Vingnatha Margam, John Ray Martinez, Reiner Paul Menezes, Shankardas Mohandas, Amar Mandanadu, Jonathan Musney, Savjana Navalaru, Marvin Joseph Osenyo, Jacob Baez, Rajdeep Singh Paul, Ankita Pandi, Edmar Pareño, Raj Patel, Lakshmi Kanath Padinti, Diwakar Reddy Padinti, Nandashkishore Reddy Pulagam, Lukil Kumar Rachuri, Mohan Kumar Rashmi, Ashwarya Ravi, Daniela Regatas Dominguez, Newport Roy Chadhari, Mahesh Sirkat Ramakumar, Kunal Sharma, Sandeep Kumar Singh, Prakesh Singh, Anandi Solamithu, Hong Sun, Thirukumaran Subramani, Aantha Krishna Subramanian, Shayan Prasad Sukumar, Shabran Taj, Thomas Vincent Torosa, Awanish Tiwari, Juan Miguel Trinidad, Ahivnav Mani Tripathi, Anju Tiaga, Bianca Pietris Valmio, Nurapam Velagapudi, Minaj Venkatakalaya, Vudhej Krishna Reddy, Varama Reddy, Shengyi Wang, Yifan Wang, Shibo Yao, Wei Fu Zhao, Eugenia Chan, Danielle Jernigan, Megan McDevitt, Hulissa Mello, Justin Redona, Jonathan Urban, Julia Brennan, Rosalind Brock, Aaron Carney, Ann Casey, Rachel Casey, Chen Chang, Edward Day, Sheila Doherty, Amelia Edwards, Michelle Ferreira, Aaron Gallagher, Yen Ho, Noor Huda, Ellen Kryhansel, Jing Lin, Thomas Mackel, Scott McClellan, Michaela McCrae, Miranda McKelton, Carrie Milliken, Alexandra Strolis, Taylor Stenard, Robin Still, Zoe Suku, Jenny Sudia, Rebecca Topper, Shema Albugami, Oraib Abdullah Al-Mehani, Hemanth Kumar Arakatla, Vamsi Maitre Kumar Shamra Bihara, Devi Vara Prasad Bomidi, Matthew Carroll, Siva Prasath Chimdambaran Sinavasan, Jen Sorel Devera, Vishal Dio, Pooja Dharmik, Brian Dusape, Jacqueline Ibayasa, Tamika George, Stephen Grulick, Xiaochen Gao, Ian Hunter, Fareed Hussain, Michelle Ibarra, Sisu Kacher Eater, Swathi Jagari, Gautam Jahari, Shubham Joshi, Chitranjan Joshi, Saif Kaleem, Priyantham Kata, Danielle Kant, Rohith Lakshminarayana, Joseph Carlo Magsino, Catherine Mahon, Shrikant Malvia, Wesley Marshall, Brian McLaughlin, McDonald Malanzi, Alfred Nithin Kumar Madri Pathahala, Manisha Nandwali Kalar, Anusha Narayanan, Sharar Nizam, Radha Patoli, Ricardo Prince, Sri Lakshmi Srikanta Rao, Raheel Rathod, Raviranjan Raviran Chatter, Sopirith Rin, Rishav Sarangi, Kyle Sellers, Puneet Shihag, Akila Virapsap Shapal Singanal, Nefertiti Stanford, Johannes Tekiligoris, Ravi Kumar Trishi Arun Kumar, Angelique May Trinidad, Chelsea Webb, Jessica Young, Christina Young, Biniam Zweedy, Chengming Zhao, Jana Arbach, Megan Balbarski, Sophia Basiloni, Sarah Beck, Christine Black, Crystal Baccioni, Haley Budnick, Aaron Sefarati, Christina Cook, John Damrau, Melissa Datu, Lisa Dietz, Andrea Falcone, Isabella Fidanza, Morgan Gwinnett, Mary Kitiakara, Melissa Lack, Claire Lutz, Michelle Masinski, Matthew Martins, Caroline McCarthy, Christine Nyman, Daniel Norton, Sabrina Pilati, Liliana Polanco, Catherine Pusillo, Elias Rosner, Adam Schlager, Michael Sinclair, Parker Smith, Mackenzie Taylor, Gretchen Wallert, Lori Wiles, Shivani Agarwal, Srikanth Anantharaman, Keith Aubin, Megan Brust, Jessica Damasco Tai, Anusha Delapalapudi, Sandaria Duna, Jeffrey Durelli, Kari Fallis, Ian Franklin, Gijo George, Matthew Griffiths, Matthew Knobloch, Mendy Liang, Akshaya Jamandagni Manjanaitha Adiga, Sai Karan Mathari, Jonathan McDaniel, Sri Rama Mohana Rao Medisetti, Kaushik Mukherjee, Vinjanit Venkana Tamana Naik, Srinivasa Rao Nalapati, Hugh Nguyen, Muthalanasan Penelopeapan, Preeti Prabhakar, Wendy Prayer, Martin Sarmiento, Trevor Shrira, Priyadharshini Thrata Jayachandran, Stephen Taub, Lakshmi Narashima Aditya Badrevru, Himanath Vemolu, Shreyansh Vyas, Gregory Wartol, Dylan Zeller, bachelor's degrees, Joseph Adair, Gerald Corson, Dion Davis, Andrew Dinhofer, Brian Kaler, Daniel Leonetti, Melvin Nunez, Zuleika Santana Torres, Chathumini Abaretna, Korade Adelari, Raymond Ang, Rudradit Banerjee, Joseph Barron, Jace Bolden, John Berger, Armand Bashan, Casey Bryce, Phuong Bui, Brandon Bulicki, Jason Coretti, Timothy Chang, Samuel Charnock, Brahmnur Chwala, Minghan Chen, Kiet True, Kamaluddin Kolair, Nicholas Colapretti, Gulam Simnani Contractor, Michael Davis, Catherine Deerstein, Jacob Dixie, Peter Eldridge, Jing Chao Fang, Hunter Gamble, Marius Garbia, Dennis George, Michael Giorgiani, Himanshu Gupta, Hunter Heidenreich, Dean Henson, Dui Huang, Tone Hyun, Nicole Itchen, Ryan Callan, Saba Kalandazi, Valiamai Karupia, Joshua Krishner, Cody Lau, Min Lee, Eugene Lee, Mantik Lee, Matthew Lieb, Harrison Lizarazo, Jobin Lucas, Adam Luong, Taran Kumar Molly Radigatti, Joseph Martin, Adam Mataway, Sean McFadden, Jared Miller, Aparna Mishra, Miles Mixon, Grayson Murphy, Shrivansi Nagar, Pratik Naik, David Narti, Scott Natter, Michael Needleman, Chin Wen, Vincent Nguyen, Catherine O'Leary, Rahul Padia, Gregory Palhetta Leitao, Sunny Wesley Pastor, Sharthak Patel, Vinit Patel, Rishi Patel, Neil Patel, Christopher Favelik, Stephen Pellegrino, Miguel Pereira, Thuan Fung, Connor Pierce, Saloni Perswani, Vi Quach, Naimisha Ratchakanda, Jacob Ranson, Shane Rowland, Stephanie Ryan, Stephen Santos, Daniel Saw, Prakhar Sakena, Brianna Schutz, Sanskriti Sernani, Alexander Sarabrisky, Siddharth Shah, Siddhanathan Shanmugam, Shashwat Singh, Daniel Sip, Isaac Smith, Nicholas Smith, Siddharth Srinvansan, Shrikutin Sadar Sanan, Srivansh Suhain, Eric Zebo, Kevin Taya, Sumit Singh Thakur, Samantha T. Torche, Thomas Trimber, Edward Valencia, Michael Villanova, Jason Wang, Kevin Wen, Dakota Wessel, Robert Wilson, Jeff Winchell, Michael Wu, Nathaniel Yakov, Tumaresi Yelakan, Andy Yang, Sung Yan Yu, Richard Yoon, Lily Zeiset, David Zhang, Jeffer Zhang, Tyre Zhang, Nisa Akanda, Stefano Amode, Mark Amon, Nicolas Bertino, Thomas Black, Adam Blades, Emily Brown, Samuel Chast, Joseph Chin, Christopher John Don, Agim Jamili, Christian Gossett, Joseph Groton, Karen Gore, John Hatala, Brandy Klotzis, Mohammed Kobasi, Ryan Lee, Junyang Lee, John Lee, Christopher Mack, Donald Methessel, Katalie Morales, Felipe Perez, Nicholas Patachio, Michael Raffle, Raymond Ruffini, Ramsey Rule, Luke Sanabor, Ali Sarve, Brandon Stream, Charles Tolbert, Marissa Tranchitella, Lily Vidot, Fiker Waldemeskel, Shyam Desai, Rachel Fisher, Dennis Gomanov, Jessica Hoban, Sanabar Lala, Sabah Lala, Gavin Sentak, Eugene Yakovlev, Blessing Adogema, Robert Barton, Francis Bird, Cicely Chatterjee, Tai Chu, Kiva Desai, Ramsey Elijah, Tyler Kaplan, Dirav Kathiria, Joshua Koku, Neil Liwanag, Kevin Lin, Joshua Manichiril, Arav Patel, Trevor Fanev, Nick Sananacone, Sean Thomas, Alex Yan, Sherelle Bodie, Hanay Farahi, David Kaiser, Ibo Kumsan, Vanit Mehta, Ridwan Alawin, Edward Parrish, Abir Razik, Santrajit Santra, Yegun Sa, Enes Tizan, Harshit Sharma, Uzair Wadva, Aaron Jem.